The Ohvale 110 Cup races are next. Here's Jake with the grid positions.
Cian Daly lines up alongside Leon Simpson on the front row of the grid with the hard-charging Cody Brennan third. Caden Herring will line up fourth on the grid beside him. Seth Hayward and Carter Spinks round out the top six with Sam Whittaker on row 4 alongside Jasper O'Neill-White. Then Matthew Jennings and Dan Tanton will round out the top 10. JJ Magister is alongside Rex Armand on the grid. Ella Mosgrove 13th on the grid ahead of Thomas Med. Then Dylan Cook is alongside CJ Maguire on row 8. Bringing up the rear, Oscar McAllister, Charlie Forrester and Will Dickinson. A race of Ohvale 110 and Mini GP 110. It's going to be a fantastic charge forward, and we are under starters' orders. Let's race at Rowrah. And it's an epic start from Leon Simpson. He beats Cian Daly to the S's. So a fantastic start then from Leon Simpson. He's ahead of Cian Daly and Cody Brennan, who runs in third position. P4, that looks to me like Seth Hayward ahead of Carter Spinks. So already some good duels on the opening lap. But Simpson leads Daly and Cody Brennan. It's the young man from Dungannon in Northern Ireland that leads the way. But a mistake from Cian Daly out of Iredales, and that could be Cody Brennan. Moving up into second position, he's done it. So Cody Brennan along Lakeside gets into second place as they work their way through the stewardesses. Out through the left flick they will go, up towards St John's. And it's Leon Simpson who leads the way. Cody Brennan already starting to attack him as they work their way. Oh, he's lost it! Cody Brennan's down! Cody Brennan loses the bike through St John's on the first lap of the race, having worked his way through to second place. Let's watch how he did it. In through the right-hander, just a wide trajectory, tried to correct it, too much, and the bike just washed out underneath him. What a shame for Cody Brennan. It was going so well on the opening lap. So that promotes Daly back into second place. Caden Herring is now third in front of Hayward, Dickinson, Whittaker and JJ Magister, ahead of Dan Tanton and Oscar McAllister. So poor Cody Brennan, that was looking like a great challenge for the victory there. All of a sudden, it comes apart in his hands, and there's absolutely nothing he can do about it. Once you fall in this category, you are out. And that is for safety reasons, of course. If there's damage to the bike, you're not going to know about it. And with these lads being young riders, you do not want to put their safety at risk. So Leon Simpson has been given a great moment. You just saw the marshal there to the side, just checking Cody Brennan over, making sure he's okay. But the man from Londonderry now in second position, Cian Daly, trying to get away from the Suffolk superstar Caden Herring, who is all over the back of him, trying to get into second position. And Herring really does look like he's up for the fight here. Into the chicane, tightens up in the braking zone. They've got pressure from Seth Hayward as well. Watch out for Seth Hayward in this race. Fourth position for the moment, but he won't want to stay there. There's a great battle, incidentally, going on for ninth position. We've got 4 or 5 bikes in the mix here. Matthew Jennings, Thomas Med, Ella Mosgrove, Dylan Cook. Want to see who else is in that mix. I think that's Rex Armand is the 5th one in the line. So all sorts of great racecraft at the moment as the riders are already starting to lap the traffic. Got to be careful how you go about that as well. You don't want to rush these things. Leon Simpson has given himself a little bit of time to work his way past, and that's put Cian Daly a little bit closer to him than he might like. Caden Herring's not a million miles away, but Seth Hayward, there's now a little bit of daylight between the top 3 and Seth Hayward, who now gets himself past the lap traffic. I think it was Carter Spinks he managed to lap there. But a fantastic start to the race for Leon Simpson. He couldn't really have asked for much more than this. Cian Daly and Caden Herring got very lucky with the fall from Cody Brennan. I have a feeling that Brennan could easily have gone for the win here had it not been for that. Look how much pressure Cian Daly is now putting Leon Simpson under. This is turning into an absolute battle royale up front. Looks like we're going to get a real duel now as Cian Daly, who of course was ahead of Leon Simpson at the start. Still this great battle going on between McAllister, Jennings, Mosgrove, Armand and Dylan Cook. But the leaders are getting tighter all the time. Simpson works his way through St John's now. Out of the left and into the right-hander at St John's. That's where Cody Brennan lost it on the opening lap. But Cian Daly and Caden Herring, who now has the fastest lap of the race, by the way, is definitely starting to turn the dial up. And the battle for 10th is rocking on a pace as well. We've got battles everywhere you look, and it's still very tight at the front end of the field for the victory. Last lap here at Rowrah, and it's Leon Simpson who still leads the way, but Caden Herring has certainly worked his magic up into second place ahead of Cian Daly. And it doesn't look like he's going to quite have enough time to catch up to Leon Simpson. A race that's had a couple of twists and turns throughout it already. They go into Sunny Bend for the last time and up towards Paddock, the right-hander. And Leon Simpson is going to finish a very tough race ahead of Caden Herring and Cian Daly. The checkered flag is in the air, and it's Leon Simpson who takes the win here at Rowrah. Caden Herring second, from Cian Daly in third. You've got to say commiserations to Cody Brennan. His fall on the first lap, it could have made things very different. Seth Haywood came home in fourth behind the top three. Then Will Dickinson, Sam Whittaker, JJ Magister and Dan Tanton ahead of Oscar McAllister, with Matthew Jennings rounding out the top 10. Thomas Med taking the victory in Mini GP 110 ahead of Rex Armand, Dylan Cook and Jasper O'Neill White.